We saw yet another school shooting in the United States of America. Grievously injured 7 took the life of 1 child. The day before that, we were in Newton, Iowa, at Berg Middle School, talking to a group of 14-year-olds in the 8th grade. And one of them, a young woman, a girl named Milan, stood up and said, "I don't want to have to think about going to school and not being able to come back home from school." And you could tell through her tears and the way that she asked the question that this is something that weighs so heavily on her mind and is something that she has come to expect, because this is something that we have come to tolerate in our country. The shooting death of a young man, Riley Howell, who ran towards the gunfire at UNC Charlotte. Maybe that was something that he had already thought through before that shooter walked into his school, thinking about what he would do if that happened. I think about that because when there was a high school shooting in Texas at Santa Fe High School, and after kids were murdered, defenseless against somebody who came there to kill them, where they were supposed to learn and be with one another and enjoy perhaps their last days of innocence. And this reporter puts a microphone in front of that girl's face who had just survived the slaughter and says, "Were you surprised? Did it shock you that someone came in and did this?" And she said, "No, I expected it would happen sooner or later." That 8-year-old son of mine, Henry, last year came home from school, and when Amy and I asked him what he had done that day in May of 2018, he told me that his first grade teacher had huddled Henry and his classmates into a closet, participating in an active shooter drill to prepare for what may very well be inevitable in his school, in your kid's school, in your grandkids' school, unless we are willing to change course right now. There are more than 30,000 gun deaths in this country every single year, and no other country on the face of the planet even comes close. So there is something either inherently evil or violent about our fellow Americans, or this is a human-caused problem with a human solution. If we're willing to defy the polls and perhaps our prospects in the next election, the NRA, the political action committees, the gun lobby, and do the right thing for our kids and the generations that will follow them, adopt universal background checks in every single part of this country, which have been shown to save lives where they've been adopted, we can decide that we will come together, not as Democrats and not as Republicans, but as Americans first, to do the right thing.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here, and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.